Hi, my name is Logan Barnhart. I'm training for the Arnold Amateur right now, 2 weeks out. We're here at Powerhouse Gym, East Lansing, Michigan, and today I did back and biceps.
Okay, go ahead and give us a little bit about your background, bud, and shows you did last year.
All right, well, yeah, my first show was the Grand Rapids Championships, and let's see, that was, what was that, sometime in May. And then right after that, I did the Junior Nationals in Chicago. And then my latest show, I did Nationals down in Florida, and I finished 8th. And felt pretty good about it. Ready to start this next year out strong at the Arnold.
Okay, and we're 2 weeks out. What have you this year, bud? Before we get into your workout, what have you done anything different this year with your diet and training and stuff than you did last year? Or?
I have, I put on a little bit of size, and I've learned a lot about dieting for competition. I've always understood how to eat right and all that, but it's obviously a whole different story when it comes to dieting for a competition. And luckily I'm surrounded by a lot of good people here at Powerhouse, a lot of good trainers. I've had the opportunity to pick the brains of a lot of different people in the industry. And I've done a lot of things different actually this year. I've started doing complete carb depletes, preparing for my show, once I get a little closer, where I've been doing 2.5 day carb depletes and then loading for 2 days. And it seems to be working great because my show this coming up is going to be on a Friday, so I've been depleting half Sunday, all day Monday and Tuesday, then loading on Wednesday and Thursday. And Fridays I've been waking up looking great. I can get a good pump and sustain a good pump. And in the past, I didn't, especially when I got close to show, I was really confused on what I should be doing. I kept trying to change things up. Which was stupid because I was doing everything fine, I was looking good, and then of course I'd get down to the crunch time and I'd be like, oh, I got to do something special to make myself look like amazing, and really I was pretty much hurting myself by not just staying with what I was doing. So this time I'm basically doing the same exact thing, not changing the thing up, and it seems to be working. I'm pretty excited to see how it turns out.
Okay, good deal. Go ahead and take us through your workout today, the different movements and what you like about it.
Okay, well, I've really been working on the biggest thing, and the biggest critique I've been getting is, I need a smaller waist. I've got a 32-inch waist, and so this whole prep for, I'd say, 4 weeks before Nationals to now, I've really cut back on my ab exercises and different things I've been doing, and I've been really working on my wide lats. I haven't been doing any more close grip rows, anything from my thick lats. I've been sticking mostly to wide grip exercises. So today we started out with exercises I like to do with the cables, where I just superset a high row with lat pull-downs, but everything's real wide, and you can really get that by using the cables. And I've come to really love that exercise. And today, I'm only 2 weeks out, so I'm doing really light, going about 15 reps of everything. I'm not getting anywhere near failure. Just stopping when I feel a good burn, and that's about it. So I started out with 15 reps of the row, then I did 15 reps of lat pull-down, 3 sets of that. Then I went into a real wide row, where I did the same thing. I did anywhere from, so I'll go anywhere from 15 to 20. It's basically, like I said, once I feel a good burn, I'll stop, and that's what I did this time. Okay, then after the rows, I went over and did a lat pull down, and this machine I basically haven't been using until I would say about 5 weeks ago, and I started using it, and I'm really glad I did because I enjoy it quite a bit. It's my new favorite back exercise. But same thing, 3 sets of about 15 to 20. I went, and then and just making sure I get a full range of motion. Really squeezing at the bottom, coming all the way up, getting as big of an extension as I can, then coming down, squeezing real tight at the bottom. And then after that, I went ahead and did a little bicep work. I went over and did some crazy 8s. Did 2 sets of basically, half reps. Did the bottom half, the top half, and then a full rep, 8, 8, and 8. And then I superset it with some hammer curls. And then after that, I did some palms down, basically working a little bit more of the brachialis. Same thing, crazy 8s. Did a couple sets of that with some regular bicep curls. And then I didn't feel like maybe I got the burn I really needed in the back, so I went over and I did myself some lat pull-downs, just high rep. I think I was doing about 30 reps of lat pull-downs. I superset it with some cable pullovers. And I did superset the same thing. I think I did the pull-downs. I was doing 30 reps, and then the pullovers I was doing 15.
What's your off-season like, Logan? Like, when, like what you wake it up to, and how's like your nutrition during your off-season?
I definitely take it easy because, you know, I try to get away from the extreme diet just to give myself a break, because I want to be able to really push it hard during my 12-week prep. So I stick to a good diet. I'm still eating 7 meals a day. I still get most of my carbs. And basically what I've been doing is, to say I'm taking in 400 grams of carbs, I'll make sure I get half of my carb intake for the day split between my breakfast and my after-workout shake. So if I'm taking in 400 grams of carbs, I'll have 100 grams for breakfast and 100 grams for my after-workout shake. And then the other remaining 200 grams of carbs, I'll split up through my remaining meals in the day. But I usually, I stick to steak. Actually, this over the winter, I was eating venison because I got myself a deer, and that was a nice, easy way to get some meat, and it was good and actually pretty lean. So I was eating venison, and I stuck with white rice the whole time, and then I also throw in some salmon in there, and I'll eat peanut butter, but I've got a serious peanut butter problem, and if I keep it around, the jar will last like a day, maybe day or two. I just can't say no to it, so I kind of stay away from that. Maybe I'll get some almonds, throw those in there, but I'm not afraid to go out and eat, not afraid to go out and enjoy myself. I don't care if I bloat up. I really don't care about that, you know, because it's all about getting my strength back and making gains, and that's what I do. I don't care about how great my physique is at that time. A lot of times people look at me and they're like, this guy's a physique guy. He looks like a bodybuilder because I'm all swole and puffy, but like I said, that doesn't bother me. Once I cut down, that's all gone, you know. And but this prep, as far as my 12-week prep, I do chicken and brown rice and broccoli or green beans, and I basically stuck with that all the way up until 5 weeks out, and that's when I kick in my cardio hard. I start doing my fasted cardio. I start eating just cod and brown rice and broccoli or green beans, and I really just hit it hard. And I feel like this time, for Nationals, I came in about 2 weeks early, which is good. Some people like that, but I feel like I looked my best 2 weeks before the show. So this time I tried changing it up where I'll come in just right, hopefully, if everything goes well, for the Arnold right on time.
Good deal. And one last thing, but go ahead and tell people about, you were an athlete in college. Give people a little background about you and how you, what you did in college, and how you actually got into the sport.
Okay, yeah, I was, I've always been, big into athletics, and let's see, in high school I was first team All-State tailback, and then I, of course, went to college, went to Saginaw Valley State, and absolutely loved it there. Had the time of my life. Played tailback there. Majored in exercise science, minor in coaching. We had a great season. I see my senior year, I finished as the offensive MVP, and we finished, I think it was 4th in the nation in Division II, and we had a great season, and I absolutely loved it. And then basically when I got done with that, I signed with a team in Germany, which was the Hamburg Blue Devils, and I was going to go play over there, but unfortunately I was playing a flag football game and I tore my ACL and my meniscus, and which is crazy because I made my whole career without any injury, and then I hurt it playing flag football, and so that went out the window, which was really depressing for me. But after that I started working for my father, working construction, and it wasn't until recently where somebody told me, hey, you should try physique. And, I was like, well, I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm never going to be that big. And they're like, no, you got to check out physique. It's a little bit more of an athletic build, kind of like what you got already, And I did. I checked it out. I saw that show online where Matt Krishner won the first pro card. And I got looking at those guys. I'm like, man, those guys look great, and I would love to look like that. And I think I can look like that, if I put my work into it. And so that's what I've been doing. And I'm telling you, I'm glad that I started doing this because it has changed my life for the better. In so many different ways. I love what I'm doing. I love the competition. I love all the people I've met. Everybody I meet is amazing, and I get to travel and I suggest it. I mean, I suggest it to anybody. It's a great, healthy lifestyle that anyone can do. That's obtainable, and you just gotta this is something I'm gonna do and work towards it, and it'll happen for you.
Okay. Well, good deal, bud. We'll see you in 2 weeks, and good luck at the show.
Thank you very much.